Stressing about stress management? This one is for all of you adults and students who are just like me trying to navigate through the everyday stresses of life. Did you know that the first week of November is celebrated internationally as Stress Management Week? Stress can sometimes be overwhelming in today's busy life. We're all struggling to cope with increased demands on our times, intense workloads, and schedules. Students, on the other hand, are overwhelmed with experiences such as meeting a term paper deadline or being unexpectedly called for a class, after-school clubs, and jobs. Hey students, it's alright to feel pressurized. Your brain are still maturing and the communication between the area of brain that generate and manage impulse and emotions is not fully developed yet. This means that your brains are extra sensitive to being good and bad things in your surrounding environment. Parents, I'd like you to take down a note on this one. The critical skill of coping with stress has in-building healthy behavior. Here are 6 metacognitive questions that can help you tackle everyday stresses. Try to answer these questions and begin your first step towards de-escalation and stress-free life. What is the source of this feeling? You can only target a right solution if you know what is making you feel anxious. Come with a word for your feeling. Is there something bothering you at home, at your workplace, school? Are you feeling insecure academically or at your job? How is the stress affecting me? Pause and reflect so that you can assess the impact of the stress. Doing so will provide a bird's eye view of behavior and help in figuring out next steps. So next time, if you find yourself stressed out for that project deadline, reflect upon it. Maybe you're just avoiding it because you're unsure about the new material. Realizing a particular behavior pattern might prompt to seek help, review notes for interview, or find some other way to improve grip on the material. Do I need to ask for help? Feeling related, all of us have been here, where we feel afraid or ashamed that asking help may signal weakness. Asking for help instead is a sign of maturity and strength. Here are some great conversation starters to help with approaching a counselor, caregiver, teacher, or even a trusted friend. I'm struggling with so and so. Can we talk about it later? I'm not sure what I need. Can you please talk with me? Can you give me advice about XYZ? Ask yourself, what advice would I give to a friend with the problem? Shifting perspective allows us to take a step back to evaluate a situation from outsider's point of view. Comment below if you think it's a lot easier for people to give advice rather than to take advice themselves. Once psychological distance is maintained, it helps to generate more constructive solutions and advices. Congratulations! You're halfway into your journey of de-escalating the stress demon. What can I control and what can't I control? You can consider these questions or go further to write it down. Left-sided things that I can control, right things I can't control. As you fill it in, you would be able to identify the variables. If a test or a project is a source of stress, it is a variable that cannot be controlled because it is mandatory. But what can be controlled is the time spent on it or asking for help in topics you don't understand. Finally, what is one small step I can take to feel better? Setting reasonable and attainable goals and then scaffolding them by using ladder metaphor where each ring represents a small step towards final goal. This way, you clear any path for disappointment and can really monitor your progress. If you found this information interesting, continue listening as I further share a few quick healthy habits to incorporate for a stress-free life. Eat healthy, consume fresh foods, drink loads of fluid, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, laugh, practice deep breathing exercises, and most importantly, change your mindset and adopt a positive attitude. Did this help? Share your views in the comment box below. Your comments and suggestions help us inspire and improve. Stay tuned for our next video where we will provide education, guide and life hacks to yet another common issue.